Hey Genderqueer gang, it's Hope on Monday. Yay, 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 yay. Okay, now that we're done celebrating the fact that I'm here to love all of you. Love all of you? That sounds fairly sexual. Anyway, yeah, so let's start talking about gender shit, everybody. So, pregunta número uno. How do we react to others when they say the wrong pronouns or call us by our birth names, also known as the wrong name? What do we do? How do we handle it? Is the first one. So, well, the thing with names is pretty easy. I go by my birth name still. I'm not really sure why I don't want to change it, because it is obviously a feminine name. You know, I really don't have an answer to why I don't want to change it, just because I just would have a hard time picking another name for myself. I don't know. But, so that's taken care of. No one calls me with the wrong name, because it's my name. As far as pronouns, I still haven't figured out exactly how I want to go about that. I was trying to have people refer to me as interchangeably with feminine and masculine pronouns, sometimes calling me he, sometimes she, etc., etc. That didn't work out. Everyone just called me she, and except for my partner. But yeah, it's really, really hard to actually enforce that, because if they're calling you she, they're actually still doing it because they're calling you she, but then they don't ever call you he. So it just kind of, you have to figure out how that works over time. But so that never worked. So I'm completely at a loss for what my most appropriate pronouns would be. I don't like any of the options that are before me. So, so with she, I always let it slide because I don't know how to correct them on that. I'm not really all that out, I guess you would say. I post about it on Facebook, but I very rarely actually talk about it with people in real life, except for my closest friends. And the only thing they ever do is sometimes they refer to me as a girl or a lady or something like that. One time, some of my friends from choir and I were gonna go to the cafeteria to eat, and usually we go over there, and if the other people that are not in choir that we usually eat with are not there yet, we wait on them. So we all got to choir. I mean, we all got to the area where we wait, and one of my friends said, "It's just going to be us girls tonight," because there's usually another man that eats with us. And I kind of put on mock outrage, and I was like, "I'm not a girl." And she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I forgot, I don't know." And, she just got so embarrassed, and I was just like, it's okay, I'm not actually mad. Yeah, I mean, things like that, they do annoy me, but I definitely just kind of live with it, because in most cases I can't really expect better. You know, since I'm not transgender, I'm not trying to be seen as a man, there's not really a whole lot that I can expect from people, I suppose. Because being genderqueer is just such a strange concept to most people that, you know, have been told their entire lives that there are just two genders, male and female, that's it. So they can wrap their minds around transgender somewhat easily, but then when it comes to somebody who doesn't identify as male or female at all, you know, they have no idea what to do. And unless I go up and give a little mini lecture to everyone in the world, and educate them about what it is to be genderqueer, and specifically what it is in my case, you know, I can't expect them to get it right, especially without knowing, and especially when I don't even know what I want to be called a lot of times. So, you know, with my closest friends, if they call me a girl, I'm just like, hey, I'm not a girl, but I do it in a joking way. I don't get offended by stuff like that, because what people think of me doesn't actually have any bearing on what my identity is, you know, with the exception of if they're being extremely gendered and making all these gendered comments all the time. That's when it gets quite annoying. The other thing, I'm not sure if this is really covered under the subject, but for example, my partner calling me his girlfriend. I don't really like being called his girlfriend because I'm not a girl. So we actually had to talk about this just a few days ago. Like, we tried to figure out some other thing for him to call me because I'd rather be called something a bit more gender neutral, like partner, but he doesn't want to call me his partner because he doesn't want to be perceived as gay. So if he's just talking to some random person who's never met me and says, oh, my partner, blah, 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 you know, in most cases, people are going to construe that to mean, you know, his same-sex partner or same-gender partner. So he's not comfortable with that because he doesn't want his identity to get misconstrued, and I'm uncomfortable with being called his girlfriend because that's misconstruing my identity. So we haven't really figured out what to do yet. We were actually at a psychology student conference on Saturday where he was presenting, and before he presented, he was introducing me to some people that he's had classes with or something, and he referred to me as that person I love or something, or that person I love and stuff, so that was pretty cool. I mean, he turned it into something humorous as a way to cover for both of us, kind of. So yeah, let's see. So overall, you know, my identity has been misconstrued every day for the last 21 years, even when I didn't really exactly know what my identity was. It's only recently, last few months, that I've really known what to call my identity and really, you know, started to realize how it is that I'm distinct from other people. So everyone, everywhere, always misconstrues my identity. It's just a fact of life, and it sucks a lot, but, you know, there's not much I can do, as I've stated several times in other videos. Second question, how does your gender expression communicate or not aspects of your gender identity? This could be the subject of an hour-long video, so I guess I'll just try to keep it a bit basic, I suppose. Well, clothing is an important aspect, and as far as clothing, I always wear very casual clothing, basically just jeans and t-shirts. I don't even really own anything that is outside of that category. And I absolutely hate skirts. I hate them so much. I hate the way I feel in them. And for some reason, dresses are not that bad. I have trouble finding dresses that have a shape that looks good on me, since I do have a somewhat androgynous shape. It's not a classically female, you know, graceful kind of shape. So yeah, I don't like skirts at all. And I'm not quite sure why that is. It's something that I link to my gender, even though I know that doesn't necessarily have to do with gender. There are a lot of cisgendered women who also don't like skirts. So, you know, it doesn't make me genderqueer to not like skirts, but because I am genderqueer, you know, I don't like skirts. It's the same thing with a lot of traditionally feminine things like makeup. I've never liked makeup. Last time I ever wore makeup, like seriously an attempt to wear makeup, was back in the 8th grade, and then I just realized I look ridiculous and I stopped wearing it. I always just feel very, very strange wearing it. It just doesn't look like me at all. I'm not sure if that's gendered or not, but there you go. I wish I had thought of this ahead of time, which is strange because I actually suggested this question and I didn't even think about it before filming this. Blah! So gender expression. A lot like Bobby Joe has mentioned in previous videos, some of these videos might actually be on their personal channel, but a lot like Bobby Joe, I kind of envision myself as a young boy you know, before the defining male characteristics have set in. So it's kind of like I guess a more neutral state. So I tend to, I guess, dress a bit like a feminine young boy. I used to call myself a gay boy trapped in a bisexual girl's body. So, okay, that looked crazy. I wish I had thought of this more ahead of time. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of some really good things. My gender expression. So we talked about clothes, makeup, hair. I love the short hair. I feel like I look very strange in, you know, long flowy hair. I have not had long hair since the 8th grade, which seems like a trend here, but basically all of these things they all add up to, where am I going with this? They all add up to, you know, a lot of the traditionally female things that are, you know, expected of female-bodied people. I have never felt that they accurately express who I am. And the things that I've listed are just a few examples of that. You know, it's never really been like a conscious decision, like, you know, I'm not a girl, so I'm not gonna wear skirts and dresses or makeup. It's just always been very natural for me to not feel comfortable wearing those kinds of things. And I really don't know where it comes from. Topic for another day or for someone else to answer. But, trying to think of some other aspect of my gender expression. Yeah, but, I mean, because I'm androgyne, a mixture of male and female, I feel that my expression is very much a mixture of male and female. Like, I have the nice nails, which I never had until little more than a year ago. I finally stopped biting my nails after biting them for my whole life. I like to use mostly feminine, like, hair products and hygiene products and that kind of thing. Feminine or gender neutral, which, I mean, I'm not really sure why things like shampoo are feminine or masculine. They all do the exact same thing. It's just the packaging and the scents and all that kind of stuff. Completely forgot where I was going with that. So yeah. I guess that's it. This video kind of sucked, but, you know, it's the last week of classes. I'm really overwhelmed. I'm very much looking forward to my 1 or 2 week break before I have to start working 50 hours a week, so. Okay, I hope everyone is surviving, because I know it's getting close to the end of the semester, although different places have different schedules, so all of you students out there, don't get unmotivated like me. Don't do it. It's bad. See you later.